Tyler, it's been a month.
Ugh.
Ugh? Oh, you mean like, how are you doing? Yes, I am doing wonderfully. Thanks for asking.
That's not what that meant.
Whatever, details don't matter now. I've made a reservation at a really fancy restaurant tonight, so come pick me up.
No!
Huh? Again? It's so weird that you keep turning down my invitations. Hey, you're not cheating on me, are you? Just kidding. I know you'd never do something like that, so don't worry.
Hey, can you cut it out already? I've had enough of this.
What? Cut out what?
Don't you understand? I'm not your boyfriend.
Yeah, I know that. But still, you like me, don't you? That's why I'm saying let's go on a date first. I'm giving you this great opportunity. Every time I invite you, you say no.
I have absolutely no idea how you get from point A to point B. And for the record, I have zero romantic feelings for you.
Yeah, okay. Let's just set that aside for a second.
You can't just set aside the most fundamental part of this.
Just hear me out. Marrying me comes with nothing but benefits.
What are you talking about?
If you marry me, you'll become the next CEO of my dad's company. And you get me as your wife. See? All upside, no downsides.
Excuse me, why are we jumping straight to marriage? We're not even dating.
Well, being childhood neighbors basically counts as a long-term relationship, so that's fine by me.
It absolutely does not. We just happen to live next door to each other. That doesn't make us childhood friends. I don't have a single memory of us actually being close growing up.
Oh, please, I am graciously allowing you to call yourself my childhood friend. You should consider that the highest honor.
I genuinely cannot figure out how that's supposed to be an honor.
Because most people would do anything for my attention, Tyler. You, on the other hand, keep playing hard to get. But it's honestly kind of cute. It's one of the reasons I chose you.
I'm not playing hard to get. I'm just genuinely not interested in you. There's a difference.
I know. That's what they all say at first. Don't worry, I'm very patient.
This isn't a phase. This is just reality.
You know, I've been watching you for years. You were always so focused and serious. I always knew you'd amount to something.
Okay, that's actually kind of creepy.
It's called being observant. You just need a little convincing, that's all.
I really can't tell if you're joking right now.
I never joke about things that matter. And you matter to me, Tyler.
Whatever. I have zero interest in any of this, so please stop saying weird stuff.
Oh, you are so stubborn.
Regardless of all that, I'm leaving town next week.
What? Why?
I've decided to pursue my career in New York. I'll probably end up living there permanently.
New York? That's so far! What kind of job? What are you doing up there?
That's not really any of your business.
Of course it's my business. We're practically family.
We are not practically family. We are neighbors. That's it.
No, wait, forget about the business. Just come work for my dad's company. You'd be working there once we're married anyway, so you might as well start now.
I actually love what I do.
But a long-distance relationship is so sudden. I'm not so sure that I can bear with that.
Don't frame everything as a romantic situation. We are not together and we're never going to be. So could you just give up and forget about me? I have no romantic feelings for you whatsoever.
You say that now.
No, I've been saying that for years.
And yet here you are, still texting me back. That means something.
Because I'm trying to make this absolutely clear.
I appreciate the attention.
That is not... Ugh, please get it through your head.
Hey, Tyler. I'm 26 now, you know. Are you reading this? I just told you I'm already 26. Do you know what 26 means? It means it's time, Tyler. I think it's time we start planning the wedding. But actually, I've already started, though. And you see, I've already ordered my wedding dress from a top designer. It's ivory with hand-stitched lace detailing. Oh, it's stunning, honestly. And since you're the groom, we need to get your tuxedo sorted soon or we'll fall behind schedule. You need to be fitted, so come back home next week. Oh, and don't worry, Daddy's covering all the costs for us.
What? Whose wedding are you talking about?
Ours, obviously. Yours and mine.
Excuse me?
I've been planning for months, actually. The venue is this gorgeous estate about an hour outside the city, with sit-down dinner, a living band, and...
All of that has already been decided?
Don't worry, I've already handled all the planning. All you have to do is show up.
I'm not showing up! There is no ceremony!
And where do you want to go for the honeymoon? I'm thinking Hawaii, but a European tour sounds amazing too. Basically, we can go anywhere we want to. Daddy's paying for that too, so no worries.
Hold on! I never once said I was marrying you!
Well, I said I want to marry you. That's essentially the final and only option.
But I never agreed to any of this!
I don't see why you're complaining. Do you have any idea how many men would kill to marry me? I'm a CEO's daughter. And I chose you out of all of them, so you should be grateful.
What is wrong with you? I'm not marrying you! How many times do I have to say it?
Let me count. This would be maybe the 20th time? But this time is different.
How is this time different?
Because the venue is already booked.
That changes nothing!
Tyler, I have been waiting very patiently for these years. The point is, I have been loyal and committed to the relationship.
There is no relationship.
I want to marry you, so the decision is made. Come on, stop being so difficult. And just admit that you're thrilled about marrying me.
But I'm already engaged!
Right, exactly. So come back home next week for your tuxedo fitting. We could do the fitting Saturday afternoon and grab dinner after.
Not to you!
What?
I'm marrying someone else!
Huh? I'm sorry, I think I misread that. Can you say that again?
I am marrying someone else! It's not you!
What? Then who?
That's not your concern!
Who? Tyler? I can't believe this. You were with someone and never mentioned that to me?
Why would I mention it to you?
Because because we... Ugh!
Please, once and for all, stop following me around!
How could you? I am your fiancée. You are so awful!
We were never engaged!
I have been emotionally committed to you for years. Do you know how much I've invested in this?
I never asked you to invest anything!
I have turned down so many guys for you.
I never asked you to do that either. Just go find those other guys again!
All these years, I was just waiting for you.
I never told you to wait, not even once!
But I already threw an engagement announcement party today.
What? A party? You announced the marriage? Are you out of your mind? I can't even... How is that possible?
And I announced you as the future CEO of Daddy's company. People were very impressed, by the way.
But I don't want to be the CEO of your dad's company.
I also contacted your employer and told them to let you go.
Are you insane? You contacted my company?
Well, your fiancé's father calling to request a staffing change carries a lot of weight. It was handled very professionally.
You think any of that actually works when I'm not even involved?
Of course it works. Don't underestimate my father's influence. When he makes a call, people listen. Anything can be done.
This is absolutely unbelievable.
So as of right now, you're my fiancé and future husband. I'll forgive you for this affair if you apologize right now. All right, I'll give you until 5 p.m. tomorrow. So go end things with that fake fiancé of yours. The sooner the better, honestly, for everyone. We don't have much time.
Are you stupid? You've got to be kidding me!
I'm very serious. 5 p.m. tomorrow.
You are not the center of the universe!
Why can't you see that for me, it actually is?
That's genuinely one of the most alarming things anyone has ever said to me!
You'll thank me one day.
There's always a bigger fish. A frog in a well knows nothing of the ocean. That's for you!
Huh? What? I don't really know what you mean by that. Are you quoting something?
Think about it.
Whatever. Your poetic little quotes don't change anything. You're essentially unemployed now. Daddy's already made sure you can't get hired anywhere else. I hate to be the one to tell you, but your career options just got very, very narrow.
Is that so?
I'm not saying this to be cruel. I'm saying it because I want you to understand your situation clearly. There is no way out of this. Marrying me is your only option. Tyler! Why aren't you picking up? This is outrageous! What do you mean you already got married?
Huh? Oh, I figured it was you with all the notifications.
After all these calls and texts I sent you, all you say is,
I've been a little busy lately. You know, getting married.
You actually married that woman? What on earth were you thinking? Why didn't you tell me about this?
Who told you about the wedding?
My father. He sat me down and said, Natalie, Tyler got married. Just like that, no lead up, nothing. He told me to give up on you. Can you believe that?
Sounds like your dad's got more sense than I gave him credit for.
That is not the point. The point is that you betrayed me. This is breach of engagement. Pay me $500,000 in damages.
Are you serious?
Do I sound like I'm joking?
You unilaterally declared yourself my fiancé. You threw an engagement party without my consent. Do you have any idea how much work it took to correct that with all my clients and business partners?
That's your problem for not showing up to the party.
It wasn't my party. I didn't even know it was happening.
Well, you should have been paying more attention. Anyway, I don't care about all that. Pay me $500,000.
And now you're saying I have to pay you damages? Where does that number even come from?
I'll break it down since you clearly need it explained. $100,000 for the wedding you ruined, $20,000 for the honeymoon.
You already finalized the honeymoon plan too?
Of course I did. I'm thorough, remember? I had a whole itinerary. And the remaining $380,000 is compensation for my emotional suffering.
Seriously? $380,000? This whole situation is genuinely incredible.
Pay it in full, or I'll have Daddy destroy you professionally. And your little wife who stole my spot won't be safe either. I have had my people do research. She'd better watch out. I'm not bluffing, Tyler. Unless you come clean, divorce her, and marry me instead. The offer still stands. I'm giving you a chance and willing to overlook everything if you just do the right thing.
Hey, listen. Every time something goes wrong, it's Daddy, Daddy.
Yes, because Daddy is powerful. There is nothing he can't do for me. He does anything I ask.
And yet this time, your own father told you to give up on me. Do you actually understand what that means?
It means he thought the situation was getting too complicated. Because you'd be damaged goods with a divorce on your record, obviously. He probably thought someone like that isn't worthy of me.
Well, then maybe he's right. You should just give up and move on.
No, because honestly, I don't mind that stuff. I'm not shallow, and I'm not giving up my future with you.
That's a fascinating interpretation.
So, what's it going to be? Pay me $500,000 or marry me? Just choose now. Though honestly, if you're unemployed, $500,000 is way out of your reach. So really, there's only one logical choice here. Me, of course.
Right. You made sure my employer would fire me and that no other company would hire me, didn't you?
Yes, exactly. See, I've thought this through very carefully. You really have no choice but to marry me. It's almost poetic, honestly.
Because of that little stunt, your father just lost his position as CEO.
What?
Actually, I own my own company now.
Huh? What company?
3 years ago, when I said I was going to New York to work, that was to start a new business.
You started a business? On your own?
Yes, from scratch. My tech company has grown rapidly and is now making waves in the industry.
Okay, so you have some little startup. What does that have to do with anything?
It's not exactly little anymore.
How big are we talking?
Big enough that Z Corp, your father's parent company, came to us, not the other way around.
Z Corp? You actually had business with them?
Yeah, they asked us to develop their system, the kind of project that can make or break a company. They sought me out, actually. Funny how ambition and hard work tend to get noticed. Through that, I connected with the CEO of Z Corp personally, and he introduced me to his daughter. We started dating, fell in love, and got engaged. So there is no chance of you getting in our way.
What? With her?
Yes.
The daughter of Daddy's parent company's CEO?
Exactly.
That can't be right.
It's very right. So while I was in the middle of preparing for that wedding, you threw a fake engagement party in my name, and the CEO of Z Corp was on the guest list for that party.
No, that can't be real.
Naturally, your father had a lot of explaining to do about that when the CEO of Z Corp walked into that engagement party and saw his daughter's fiancé being presented as your fiancé. I imagine that conversation was extremely uncomfortable for him. I wonder how he got through it.
Oh no, that's just...
The CEO of Z Corp absolutely dotes on his daughter. She's the most important person in the world to him. Finding out that someone had publicly claimed her fiancé as their own, he was, shall we say, not pleased.
But it was an honest mistake. Daddy didn't know.
Even setting that aside, your father hosted a completely fabricated engagement party and falsely presented me, a key business partner of Z Corp, as your fiancé, and then tried to have me professionally destroyed. A man whose company depends on Z Corp's goodwill. Honestly, losing the CEO position isn't even surprising.
No, Daddy's not CEO anymore?
He narrowly avoided being fired outright, but he's been demoted to regular staff and transferred to a remote factory overseas.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm not. It's the truth.
Where overseas?
I don't know the exact location. Somewhere remote from what I heard.
Remote? Oh, this isn't real. This cannot be real.
That's all I know on my end, but one thing's for sure, you won't be able to use your father's power to throw your weight around anymore. So you'd better prepare yourself for that. You should start thinking about how to live independently on your own.
No, this isn't happening. Can't you talk to the Z Corp CEO? You know him personally now. Can't you put in a good word for us and fix the situation? I'm sure there were some misunderstandings that we can clear out.
Absolutely not.
Why not? You're practically family now.
What your father did had real consequences for real people, including me and my wife. Why would I advocate for the person who caused all of this? I continued to bear to your delusions and nonsense all these years, and I've had enough of it. This all comes to an end.
But what am I supposed to do now? Do you have any idea what our life looks like right now?
I have some idea, yes, but again, that's something most 26-year-olds figure out. Go ask your dad directly about what to do with the rest of this mess.
No, it must be all lies. Tyler! Please, just marry me.
What?
I know what you said before. I know you're married. But just hear me out. That's the only way.
Natalie!
My parents are telling me to get a job.
Well, you're 26. That's pretty normal, isn't it? It's about time you started working and became independent.
Normal for other people, maybe. I've never had a job in my life, Tyler. I don't even know how to make a resume.
Most people figure it out.
But I don't want to figure it out. I just want to be your wife. That's my only wish.
I already told you I'm married, and there's nothing you can do to change it.
But you weren't supposed to be married to her. You were supposed to be married to me. My feelings for you are genuine. I truly, sincerely want to marry you. I know I went about it the wrong way. I know the party was a mistake. I know contacting your employer was maybe too far.
Maybe?
Okay, definitely. But my feelings for you are real, Tyler. That's why I wanted my dad's help to make it happen no matter what. I wanted things to work out for us. And now, why did it turn out like this?
Because your own selfishness caused all of it. Don't you realize? You didn't love me, Natalie. You just wanted to own me. There's a difference.
That's not true.
You never once asked what I wanted, not in years of texting me. Not once did you ask, what are your dreams? What are you working toward? What makes you happy? That's not true love. It was always about what you wanted, what Daddy could arrange.
But
your family has issues too, I'll give you that, but you need to take some responsibility here. At 26, maybe try working toward independence instead of riding your parents' coattails.
that's why I'm asking you to marry me. If we got married, we wouldn't have to work, and my parents would have peace of mind, and I'd be happy too.
You just described using me as a replacement for your parents. That's not a marriage, that's a financial arrangement.
Is that so wrong?
Yes, fundamentally, yes. And I'm not divorcing my wife.
I can't accept that. If I won't work, they're saying I have to follow them overseas to that posting.
Well, with the demotion and the transfer, their salary's probably taken a serious hit. Supporting a daughter who refuses to work back home might not be financially feasible for them anymore.
This is a nightmare. I can't go live in some factory town in the middle of nowhere. I have standards, Tyler.
Then get a job and maintain those standards yourself.
What kind of job am I even supposed to get? I don't have any skills.
Everyone starts somewhere.
I don't know how to do anything practical. I've spent my whole life being taken care of.
I know.
So what am I supposed to do?
Figure it out like everyone else does.
That is not helpful.
It's the most honest thing I've ever said to you.
That's not the point. Just marry me already. We could have a good life. I know we could. And I'd be a good wife. I'd try. I really would.
No way.
What?
And with this, I guess you won't be my next-door neighbor anymore. So I suppose this is a clean break between us. I'm blocking you.
Tyler, wait. You can't block me. I hope you know that you're making a huge mistake.
Well then, goodbye. Natalie ended up following her parents to her father's overseas posting. I've only heard bits and pieces of what things are like over there, but apparently Natalie and her mother got jobs at the same factory as her father. None of them spoke the local language, so they couldn't pick up the work and were apparently getting yelled at by their local supervisors every single day. From what I heard, their company housing was pretty run down. And as they were unable to adjust to their lower standard of living, they'd been spending every cent of each paycheck the moment it came in. Apparently, they'd even somehow managed to rack up debt on top of that. My father-in-law, the CEO of Z Corp, just sighed and said, "At this rate, they'll be let go soon. I just hope they don't end up on the street."
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.